I recently fell down a rabbit hole. The rabbit hole was looksmaxxing, and now I'm concerned, scared. Not really. Well, concerned and have commentary. So, yes, welcome to Psyche's Thoughts. My name is not Psyche, it is Elizabeth. You are here. I am here. We are here. Uh, I don't know. Forget. We're here because I've decided that every day I'm gonna not gonna stutter. Hopefully, I get better at stuttering, at not stuttering rather. But we're here because every day I decided I'm gonna share a random thought with you guys, and today's random thought is about looksmaxxing. So, from my brief rabbit hole, because I started to get scared. Um, my brief rabbit hole, my understanding of looksmaxxing is this. Basically, looksmaxxing is trying to optimize your appearance to the highest level possible, and they have the rankings, and they have rankings for men, and they have rankings for women, and all that. So it includes everything. It includes skincare, it includes gym, it includes posture, but also things like jaw training and bone smashing and mewing. And my initial reaction was, what's going on here? uh, yeah, my initial reaction was to get scared. But then I'm like, okay, I know what mewing is. I know what jaw training is because I've heard of those things since eighth, ninth grade, right? So I kept looking, and the more I looked, I'm like, technically looks maxing is not a new thing. It's not really a new or fresh concept, right? People have always tried to look better via makeup, via fashion, via gym, plastic surgery. There were so many YouTube videos and forums and things back. I don't even want to say back in the day, but back in the day that were how to glow up, or how to, you know, look better, or all these things, right? How to make yourself more confident, whatever. I think the difference between then and now is that looks maxing has become organized and almost formulaic in a sense, right? Because the structuring of looks maxing is strange to me. Obviously we have the rules, we have the rankings, we have the, what is it called, a facial harmony, um canathial canathal tilt. They got all these, they be doing physiognomy, and is that how you even say that? I don't know, I'm tired, so if I mispronounce things, just take pity on me. The point I'm trying to make here is that looks maxing has turned people's insecurities into a curriculum. They're like, are you insecure about the way you look? Follow these steps and you will no longer be insecure because you will be beautiful. And that's where I get scared. That's where I get scared. Because people are now literally trying to harm themselves to fit these standards, right? Because it's not just oh, your true E. It's not oh, your true Eve when you look like the best version of yourself. No, it's your true Eve when you have these certain features. Having these certain features will make you true Eve, or true Adam, or whatever the case may be, right? So now people are breaking bones, they starving themselves, they're obsessing over angles and all these things. It's no longer self improvement. It's just self destruction, technically, with a prettier name. Um, Excuse me. That is so trifling. That is so trifling. But I finally got it out. I feel better. Uh, um, yeah, I think that that's the scary part. You're destroying yourself in the name of, I don't know, looking better, being better. I think the problem is people don't really, okay, I noticed that a lot of people that are getting into looks maxing and really taking it serious, they're doing it because they think that being more traditionally beautiful, or more traditionally handsome, or being good looking will grant them access to things that they currently do not have. So whether it be, oh, I cannot get a girlfriend because I'm I don't know, like I'm not, you know, I'm not true Adam. Those are the only things I remember. I know like Stacy and Becky and stuff. Whatever. What the point I'm trying to say is like people think that like if you are beautiful, if you're true Eve, if you're true Adam, that will grant you access to the world of things that you previously felt like locked out of. Um, so if you have the perfect face, then everything else is gonna like lock into place. Ooh, that rhymed. So people genuinely believe that becoming true Adam, true Eve will give them love, will give them validation, attention, opportunities, and that's just not the way that life works. Um, I think that yeah, I think that I don't know. Once again, it's concerning, and social media and like obviously TikTok, Reddit, and stuff like that, creating, people are developing communities. But again, I guess we should talk about community one day because this is my second time discussing community. Um, but you're they're utilizing social media and forums and stuff like that to create communities, but not only do that, but like judge and rank themselves, and constantly comparing yourselves to like edited, filtered, or rather in other ways like optimized faces, right? So then you're going to get to a point where it feels like nothing is never enough. So of course you need to like constantly fix something. Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird, the destruction. And this is not me saying that wanting to look good or wanting to quote unquote like glow up is a bad thing. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to want to like look at yourself and be like, "Ooh, I wish I could look better." Because I feel like I was like that. Like, well, I am like that. Like, I go to the gym, I work out, I look at myself in the mirror, I take care of my skin and all these things. And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, like I don't want to have blackheads or like whiteheads in my nose." Or I'm like, "Oh, like I feel like I've been doing like right now, right? I think my obliques are like way too muscular. Like because I did a lot of ab training with weights, so I'm trying to do more deep core so that I have a less muscular like waist and oblique area. Like there's nothing wrong with wanting to like look better, or like wanting to improve the way that you look. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It just becomes wrong when um the space that you're coming from, or like the goal that you're trying to reach. Like, are you trying to reach this cookie cutter formulaic identity of like being a true Eve, right? Because somebody told you that having certain features makes you true Eve, or are you trying to look like the best version of yourself? Because as for me, I don't want to look like nobody else. I want to look like me. I want to look like true Elizabeth. Okay. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, what I think, because I was also like an insecure middle schooler and stuff like that. And there was a point in time where I thought I was like hideous, right? And I think that what really helped me during that time was not trying to adopt a certain beauty standard, but developing my own beauty standard, like really looking at myself in my wholeness, like myself in whole, and being like, what will make me better? What will make me smarter? What will make me more of me, right? uh and creating my own beauty standard. What will look best on me, not what I want to wear because everybody else is wearing it. So it means that if I wear this, I'm beautiful like everybody else, or not. um I don't know, like I need to have filler, or I need to like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired, y'all. But yeah, create your own beauty standard. I think that's always going to be the solution. You need to be your own beauty standard, um because everything else is kind of like sinking sand. Yeah, in the terms of like improving physicality, improving beauty, looks, whatever. Yeah, true Elizabeth. I'm gonna start saying that. How do you guys feel about looks maxing? Are you into looks maxing? I might be scared to post a clip of this on TikTok. They might start telling me what I look like. Anyway, you want to see more of me? You can see me here on this channel in this corner. Ooh, yes, you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok. I don't know why I tell y'all to follow me on Instagram. I don't ever be on Instagram. You can have a good day. I mean, no. If you're watching this at night, you have a good night. If you're watching this during the day, you have a good day. Don't eat at night. I'm getting too old to be doing this stuff. Immediate heartburn. Anyway, bye bye.